Hey, Jack. How's it going, son?
Hey, Dad. Well, Scarlett's gone for good.
But what happened? I thought you guys were gonna rekindle your romance or something.
Well, I never said we were going to rekindle anything. I think those days are long gone.
But you guys did,
One final time, I guess.
Well, it's probably for the best, son. After everything you two had been through, after everything you went through after that.
Yeah, but I wish she'd at least told me herself, not just left a note and disappeared into the night.
That's what she did?
Yeah, pretty cold, huh?
Well, maybe in hindsight it'll look different to you.
I guess it is for the best. I don't want to be coming home to Ashland and just repeating the same old mistakes.
Just because you're here doesn't mean you have to do that.
Yeah, time for a fresh start, right?
You've got yourself a job now. You've got some prospects.
Yeah, I've got a job, but no prospects. The warehouse is a dead end.
It's temporary. The writing is where it's at. You're getting really good at it.
Well, thanks, Dad.
And all you have to do is get your teaching certificate, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if teaching is for me.
Oh, come on, why not? Didn't you always want to be a teacher?
I thought it was you who wanted to be a teacher. A gym teacher, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. But that was a real long time ago, son. I wanted to be a coach. Wanted to coach high school basketball.
So why didn't you ever do it, Dad?
Well, let's just say that our state has certain restrictions on felons having teaching positions.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. I guess it's just been such a long time. I didn't even think about it.
Well, I sure do. I think about what I put all of you through at the time.
Dad, I seriously don't even remember hardly any of those times.
Yeah, but you remember them taking me away, don't you?
Well, maybe in bits and pieces.
I don't see how you could forget that. 10 years old and your old man being dragged away by the feds. It's just wrong. Wrong in every way. And I'm sorry about that.
We've talked about it, Dad. It's all over. Don't worry about it now. You're good. I'm good. I'm home. Now I can have a fresh start.
Right, well, me too. I'm finally home too. 3 years now I've been back in Ashland. By God.
You never told me, Dad.
I never told you what?
You never told me how you ended up back here.
Yes, I did. I just got tired of Florida and decided to come home.
Just got tired of Florida? But Dad, you love the sun. You're practically a lizard.
Well, not anymore. Not after that skin cancer scare.
It was just getting out of the sun that brought you back?
Well, look, kid. There's still something you don't know about me. Now remember, we were speaking for a long time.
Yeah, Dad, I know.
And at that time, well, some of them were pretty rough.
Rough like how?
I mean, financially.
Oh, well, I guess so. It's not like you had an education to fall back on.
No, unless you count the School of Hard Knocks as an education.
Well, I guess you did learn quite a bit there.
Oh, sure, like how to counterfeit, how to do prison tattoos, make jailhouse wine.
That was a long time ago too, though.
Yeah, but I came real close, son. Real close to going back.
What do you mean?
You want to know what I was doing all that time you were away? All that time you were married and you and I aren't speaking? Well, buckle up, Buttercup.
Well, if it isn't old Rick Frost.
Cheetah, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Isn't it amazing?
But, Cheetah, I haven't seen you in...
12 years at least, right? Seems like another lifetime ago, Ricky boy. But alas, here we are.
Well, I have to see, darling. I can't say I ever thought I'd be talking to you again.
Life is full of surprises. How have you been?
Oh, you know, keeping out of trouble. Trying to keep my nose clean.
Rick Frost keep his nose clean? Well, has hell frozen over?
I guess you can say I lost my taste for it.
For what? For easy money and good times?
For always having to look over my shoulder wherever I went, wondering when the law was about to come down on me.
You were never gonna be caught again, Ricky. You were too good of a thief.
No, I was just lucky. But at a certain point, everyone's luck runs out. I figured I'd better get out before mine did.
We had some good times, though, didn't we, Ricky? We made some good scores.
Yeah, but all good things must come to an end, right?
You're still the best bank robber I've ever worked with, babe.
Yeah, well, in a past life, I guess.
I need your help, Rick.
What do you mean?
I'm in trouble, Rick. Serious trouble, with some very serious people.
What are you talking about?
Polly Gamboni.
What? How are you wrapped up with him?
I did something stupid, Rick. Really stupid.
What did you do, Cheetah?
Well, I started playing the horses again, Rick. I know.
Oh, damn it, Cheetah. You know you can't be doing that.
I know, it has been a long time since you knew me, actually, but I got in too deep. I owed a lot of money.
How much money?
A lot. Let's just leave it at that.
How much, Cheetah?
100 grand, okay?
100 grand? Jeez, Cheetah.
I know, it's bad.
And it's even worse than that because I know you're lowballing me.
I am not, I swear.
Of course you are. Whatever you tell me, I gotta add 50% to.
Wow, that's surprisingly accurate.
More or less?
Less, but not by much. 140.
So, you owe 140 big ones to the Gambonis, huh? Well, that she is a mess you got there, Cheetah.
Rick, you don't understand. I need your help.
You think I have that kind of scratch?
No, I'm not asking you for money. I'm asking for your help.
What can I do?
You can talk to the Gambonis. You can do the job they want you to do.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Their guy, Tuna, he's going to call you.
About what? What the hell are you talking about?
They need you to do a job, Rick. They say if you do it, they'll forgive my debt.
What? That's insane. You can't trust them, Cheetah. They're criminals.
Yeah, and so are you, and so am I. Big deal?
Because they could kill you. That's the big deal.
You mean if I don't pay up?
Of course, Cheetah. They're gangsters. If you don't pay, they whack you.
But they wouldn't hurt me, would they? I'm Cheetah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean crap when you're screwing over the Gambonis.
I thought they'd just, make me work in one of their clubs or something, not whack me.
Well, I'm sorry, hun, but that's the way they roll.
Well, then you have to do it, Rick. You have to. I'm too old for all of this, don't you understand?
And I'm not, Cheetah. Maybe you should have thought of that before you played the horses.
I know. Don't guilt trip me, Rick. I feel bad enough about all of this already. But please, Rick, I can't pay them. I'll never be able to pay them. Just talk to Tuna, please. For old time's sake. I'll take you to that spot by the pier that we love.
Recreate that moment from all those summers under?
That's right, Ricky. Just like the kids again.
Damn it, Cheetah. You'll be the death of me.
Let's hope not.
Wait, Cheetah? You mean she was real? What do you mean? You knew about Cheetah?
Well, I mean, Mom used to talk about her, but I thought it was just a joke between you two.
A joke? How could that be a joke?
I don't know. Maybe this Cheetah woman was just some name for an imaginary girlfriend of yours.
No, there was nothing imaginary about the woman. She sure was something, too.
So you two were like partners in crime or something?
Yeah, something like that. I always worked alone until I met her, but then, well, I met her, and it was all over after that. Starting with my marriage to your mom.
So that's who broke it up? This Cheetah woman?
No, she was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I had screwed things up enough by then myself.
And the law caught up to you?
That's right, son. And Cheetah was long gone by then. By now, she was back, and she needed my help. And well, what can I say? I was feeling pretty vulnerable at the time. I was feeling old and broken down and broke. You see, Tuna was going to offer me a percentage of the job just to sweeten the deal.
Tuna, the guy from the Gambonis?
Yep, Tuna Vespasi. Mr. Vespasi, this is Rick Frost.
Ah, well, if it isn't thee, Rick Frost, back from the dead. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, something like that.
We haven't heard about you in a long time. Not since you got out, actually. Have you gone straight or just gotten smart? I figured you for somebody who would get themselves busted, but you managed to do it.
I do okay now. I have some money stored away.
Well, you want to add to the pile then, do you?
That would always be nice.
A little nest egg for the kid then?
Don't talk about my family, Mr. Vipazzi, please.
Oh, I see. So you are a family man. Sensitive about the family. Well, I can respect that. I'm a little bit of a softy myself.
Let's just talk about the job.
So, Cheetah's a hell of a woman. We've known her for a long time.
Yeah, well, her and I go back a long way.
Yeah, I guess everyone has known her in one way or another.
She's a sweet girl. I was sorry to hear that she's gotten herself into so much trouble with you and your people.
Well, you know, when you play the ponies, you have to expect to get burned every once in a while. But old Cheetah, well, that old girl just didn't know when to quit.
And if I do this job for you, you'll forgive her debt?
No harm, no foul, and you'll get a nice little percentage yourself there, Ricky boy.
And how can I trust you? How do I know you'll really let her go?
Hey, come on, we ain't monsters, we're businessmen. We're just doing business.
So, what's the job, Vipazzi? Spit it out.
Oh, nothing too difficult. Right up your alley, actually.
A bank? I don't do banks anymore. Too much heat. I'm too old for that stuff, Tuna.
No, not a bank. We don't do banks anymore either, Rick. Forget about that. It's a card game.
A card game?
Yeah, Carlos Farina's game.
Farina?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that you want me to stick up Carlos Farina's game?
Yeah, why? You got some kind of a problem with that?
You expect my broken down old ass to be able to take on a room full of guys like that?
Relax, Rick. It's not gonna just be you.
Oh, great. You're gonna put some of your goons on the job with me?
Not goons. These are very respectable and responsible guys.
Yeah, sure. I've heard that before.
Look, would you just relax? They're some of our best boys. The Trentoli twins.
Well, whatever. But if I get so much as a whiff that thing is a setup, or some kind of a con job, I'm walking. You understand, Tuna?
Relax, Rick. You have nothing to worry about. Just do the job and your special lady will be off the hook.
She's not my special lady. She's my lady friend, Tuna.
Whatever.
Hey, darling. I heard the news.
Oh, yeah? And what news is that?
About the game. I hear you're gonna do the job for Tuna and get my debts forgiven.
Well, what can I say? I'm an easy mark.
He couldn't be paying you that much to do it. What are you getting?
I'm getting enough, Cheetah. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of Tuna Vipazzi's mouth.
What do you mean?
I mean, do it for the reasons I know you're really doing it for.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know you were a mind reader. What reasons are those?
For love.
That's a good one, Cheetah, for real. Wow, you got me good there.
What? What's so funny?
I'm retired from love too, Cheetah. Sorry, I'm off the market forever.
I don't believe that for a second.
And why don't you? Is it impossible for you to believe that an old-timer like me has lost his faith in love?
Come on, Rick. We could do this thing. Together.
What do you mean? Tuna has 2 kids doing the job with me. Some twins named the Trentolis or something.
The Trentolis? Oh, please.
What?
The Trentoli twins are by far the dumbest couple of crooks in the criminal underworld. And that's saying something.
Oh, great. That's just wonderful. Do you think he's trying to set me up or something?
I don't know. Knowing Tuna, of course he is. But we can act first, Rick. We can get ahead of the game.
And how to reckon that?
I know their mother.
Whose mother?
The Trentoli twins. We went to St. Mary's together. We were in the same class.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen her in years, but maybe I could talk to her, somehow make sure those boys aren't anywhere near that game.
Well, then who is going to help me? And how will Tuna ever do it?
He won't okay it. We rip off the game for real, you and I. What do you say?
Are you crazy, Cheetah? You can't hold up a card game, and besides, word will get back to Tuna that it wasn't 3 guys.
All right, well then fine. We can ask my nephews.
Your nephews?
Yeah, Lance and Gary. They can stand in for the Trentoli twins. You'll be wearing masks anyway, right?
All right, well, what do these kids do for a living?
Well, Gary's a preschool teacher and Lance is a mechanical engineer.
Oh, yeah, and it was the Trentoli twins who were going to be a problem for us.
Don't you understand, Rick? Then we get to keep it all.
But Tuna and the Gambonis will come after us, not to mention the Farinas.
Oh, Rick, you worry too much.
No, Cheetah, I have to take the game myself, with the Trentoli twins, no matter how stupid they are.
But, Ricky, you don't understand. We could have it all. We could do it all for ourselves.
It's not worth the gamble, Cheetah. All this gambling. That's what got you into this mess to begin with.
I know, Rick. I know.
All right, so here's the score, Rick.
Fine, Tuna. Let's get this over with.
Oh, come on now, buddy. You can't walk in there with that kind of attitude.
And what attitude is that?
A defeatist attitude, acting like an old man. Nobody's gonna respond to that.
Well, isn't that what the moron twins are there for? To be the muscle?
Moron twins? Where do you get off calling them that? I told you these are some of my best boys.
Yeah. Sure. You say that now.
What are you implying? That I'm trying to set you up or something?
Now, why would you ever do that, Tuna?
I have no idea. I've got no reason to, Rick. I was lucky that the old dame found herself into us for that much. It meant we had the leverage to get you back.
Get me back? Is that what this is all about?
Come on, Rick. You're the best thief around, even if you ain't no spring chicken no more. Why fight your nature? How about you just come back with us? Do what you do best.
I'm doing this for the girl. That's all.
And why do all of this for her if you were so adamant about not getting back into life? I mean, you don't owe her nothing.
I owe her more than you think.
Oh, yeah? And what's that?
None of your business.
Do the job, get your cut, then we'll talk, okay?
Goodbye, Tuna.
Rick, are you okay? Where are you?
We're fine. I'm in the car outside the card game with the twins. I gotta tell you, your description of these kids was right on the money.
And you should meet their father. A little too much chlorine in that gene pool.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm going to use it to my advantage.
How so? What are you going to do, Rick?
I've got a plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but it just might.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to call the cops and tell them that there's a robbery in progress.
What? What are you talking about? I can't do that.
If we time it right, you can. Just think about it. I'd be the only one who would know they were coming. If I get enough, maybe I can escape out the back and the idiot twins will get busted with the Farinas.
And you think I'm the risky one? That's an insane plan, Ricky.
Just call them in 5 minutes. The response time from this location should be about the same. That will give me enough time to grab some cash and use the cops as a diversion to escape out the back. You just have to make sure you're in the back alley with the car running.
So, I have to be there in 15 minutes then?
Can you make it?
I mean, I guess, if I leave now.
Well, then set your timer and get your shoes on.
Ricky, where are you? I'm waiting out here. I hear the sirens.
Give me a second, Cheetah.
But they're coming. You have to hurry.
I'm trying to collect the cash as fast as I can while these 2 bozos put guns on the rest. They look pretty trigger-happy, Cheetah, and now everybody's looking around because of the sirens.
Well, you have to hurry up and get out of there.
I'd be able to do that a lot faster if you'd stop blowing up my damn phone.
Okay, sorry. Just get the cash and get out of here before the cops knock the door down. Oh, wait. One more thing.
What?
How do you change the bass settings on your stereo?
Oh
my God, Ricky, they're coming. Hurry up.
So what happened? Did you get out? Oh, I got out. As soon as all the guns started going off, I was out the back door and in the back seat of my Malibu just as fast as you can say Jolly Roger.
The shooting, what happened?
What do you think? Cops showed up and it was like a gunfight at the OK Corral. Everything is blowing up everywhere. Farina's getting shot up all over the damn place.
What about the Trentoli twins?
Shredded meat, sadly. Casualties of the crossfire.
Oh, gee, what a shame.
Yes, I know. They could have made excellent litter collectors someday.
So, did anyone live?
No, not one. They all went down shooting.
Oh my God.
Of course, the Ashland PD didn't give them much of a chance to surrender. They're kind of a shoot first, ask questions later department.
Yeah, I've heard.
But by the time they were counting up the cash, we were long gone. And of course, they had no way of knowing how much was missing.
And nobody saw you?
Not a soul. And there weren't as many damn cameras everywhere back then as there are now.
So where did you go? What about Tuna?
What about Tuna, indeed?
Rick, are you alive? Where the hell are you?
I'm alive, Tuna. I barely got out, but I'm alive.
Well, just what in the hell happened back there? It's a total goddamn cluster F back there, and I need some answers.
I don't know, Tuna. One minute I was holding up the game, and the next, there were cops everywhere.
But that doesn't make any sense. How were cops just showing up exactly at that time?
I don't know. Maybe somebody tipped them off.
Oh yeah, like who? The idiot twins? You think they'd be smart enough to figure something like that out?
Oh, so I can't call them that, but you can? And I thought they were some of your best guys. What happened to that?
It's out the window, that's what.
Well, maybe they were talking to the cops.
What? How dare you accuse those boys' dearly departed souls of being stool pigeons?
How else do you explain it, Tuna?
I don't know, unless you called the cops on yourself.
Now, why would I risk my ass in a situation like that just for a few extra bucks?
A few extra bucks? You know how much cash runs through a Farina card game on a regular night? I'm sure you saw at least some of it before the cops busted in.
Well, yeah, of course I saw some of it, but it happened so quick.
Yeah? So quick before you ran out the back, huh? And with how much of the dough?
None of it, Tuna, I swear. As soon as I knew the sirens had stopped outside, I ran, and it happened that I was nearest the door.
But they found the van you all arrived in out front. How'd you escape?
I just ran.
Your old butt ran? Ha! I'd like to see that. How far?
I don't know. Not far. I hid in a dumpster until daylight.
Well, now that I'd really love to see.
Yeah, well, it wasn't fun, let me tell you. It just showed me why I retired in the first place.
Well, you are not retired yet. You've still got to cover your special ladies' debts.
No, I don't, Tuna. The deal was I knocked over the card game. I can't help it if somebody tipped them off, or whatever happened.
So let's first agree that somebody did tip them off.
Well, it would be the most logical conclusion, right?
Yeah, and you ain't nothing but logical, right, Rick?
It's over, Tuna. 2 of your guys are dead and a bunch of the Farinas. And for what? Because of Cheetah?
Money is money, Rick. It's just business.
You know what? Fine.
Fine what?
I'm not coming to work for you, and I never will.
Oh yeah, is that so?
Yeah, but I will pay off Cheetah's debts.
Oh, you will you?
Is that going to end this insanity for good? I mean, if it's all about the money for you, if it's just business, that would even the score, right?
I guess so. But you have that kind of scratch just sitting around?
I'll have to dip into my retirement, but yes.
Well, ain't you the generous type?
I try.
Yeah, Cheetah better hang on to you for sure.
Well,
It's all taken care of.
and how much do we have left over from the game after you paid my debt?
About another 90 or so and some change. We could split it.
Well, that would be a big help to me, at least until I figure something else out. So, where are you gonna go now, Rick?
Well, I haven't been back home in a while.
Maybe you can reconnect with your son.
That would be nice, but I don't know if he's interested.
Yet? Interested yet?
What about you? Where are you going?
California, I think.
More hot weather? I thought you'd have had enough sand and sun in Florida.
Never.
So that's how I finally ended up back home. And then about 2 years later, my boy came back. Wow, Dad. I had no idea that so much was happening to you while I was away. Yeah, that was like a week. And that's the only exciting thing that's happened while you were away. For some reason, I don't believe that. Why not? What makes you say that? Because trouble finds you, Dad, just like it always finds me. It must run in the family. Yeah, maybe so. Did you ever hear from her again? Cheetah? Nah. Best sometimes to let sleeping cats lie, if you know what I mean. Maybe you do now. Yeah, I think Scarlett has taught me that. Well, now look at us, father and son, just a couple of aging single fellas. The world our oyster. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying the quiet these days. You know what? Me too, son. Me too. Want to catch a ball game tonight? Abso-friggin-lutely.
Jack and Rick continued to live together, rebuilding their lives after all their individual heartaches and strife. They are very close now, making up for all the time they lost, repairing an old boat that belonged to Jack's grandfather. Cheetah moved to California and became a senior model for fashion magazines. A third act she could never have imagined. She's much sought now in the industry and is dating a man 25 years her junior.